All right, thank you so much for joining again. Sorry about the network glitch. So look at it now. So let's continue from where we stopped. So business intelligence. So I was talking about. Okay, can someone hear me?
We can hear you, boss.
Okay, good, beautiful. So I was explaining about the census thing. Okay, imagine them collating all manner of papers, okay, and then using calculator, the population of each local government in Kaduna, you understand, or the population of each local government, each street in Alimosho local government. They will add it. They will add it up, to get the population of the local government. Then they start adding that of the state. Then they start adding, it's a long, it's a long stretch of exercise, and mistakes can come. Okay, when you use that kind of crude method. So, as a data analyst, you want to use technology. So there are some tools that can help you do your data analysis effortlessly, in as much you know what you want to do effortlessly. So these are called, business intelligence tools. All right, and as a data analyst, you just have to know them. Okay, so it's not sufficient enough to be able to analyze. I mean, you also need to be able to use appropriate tools that will make your job a lot easier. So let's look at the responsibilities of a data and business intelligence analyst. Okay, so you develop strategies for data analysis projects. Okay, and of course you use your business intelligence tools. If not, you'll be stressed out. Then you look at KPIs. All right, KPIs such as, okay, which region is performing better in our company. So maybe you have a product in your company that is sold in all the you know six geopolitical regions. Okay, so which zone, which state is performing a lot most? Okay, maybe you sell it in Africa, in Asia, in Europe. So which continent is giving us more revenue? So you want these are that you can work on as a data analyst and draw insight. You can even come to a point whereby you say, oh, this particular region is not making sales. They are the least. All right. So what can we do about them? Should we send our best marketer there so that he can go there, she can go there and do some magic? All right. KPIs could be about productivity. It could be about your market positioning. So we are selling so product, for babies. What is our market share? All right. What is our market share? Is it 20%? Is it 30%? And why are we having 30% of the market share? Can't we have 70, or can't we have 80? What can we do? Data will show you all of these things, and you'll be able to have, a competitive edge, so to say. How about customer experience? You can collect data to know how happy or how dissatisfied your customers are, and what you need to do to improve that. How about workforce efficiency? Your workers, your workforce, how efficient are they? How many hours do they put into the job? Yes, they're supposed to come in and work for 8 hours, but do they really put in 8 hours? Data can help you measure efficiency. Okay, can help you measure efficiency. And if they are not efficient enough, you can say, okay, what do I do? What do we do to make sure that they are more efficient, they are more productive, so that we can have more revenue for the company? Okay, so to become a data analyst, can I tell you something? For example, if you're a data analyst, you cannot collect less than 300, 400K. Oh, yes, you cannot. So you'll be earning even more than a doctor. Oh, yes. So that's why you pay attention. Okay, pay attention. So get a foundational education, uh, build your technical skills, work on projects. You need to work on projects, because if you tell me you're a data analyst, employ you, one of the you worked on before. Can you show me some of the things you've done before? What projects have you done before in your portfolio? So you show me your portfolio. You did a project on blah blah blah, and look at the response. For every project you do, you make sure it's part of your portfolio. Okay, you practice presenting. So it's not just that you do the data analysis and you just go and submit it management. They will call you to come and present. Okay, so you sharpen up your presentation skills, your communication skills, so that when you are even talking, you'll be talking as a professional, as somebody who wants to about. So if you say, sir, this particular, I mean, you want us to go and open another branch. Okay, for example, they want to go open another branch somewhere. You will be able to advise and say, sir, yes, you want us to open another branch somewhere, but according to the data, we are not supposed to have, and I mean, it's not right for us to open another branch going by blah, blah, blah. It must be guided by data, not by intuition. So in data analysis, we are not using intuition, we are not using some psycho-spiritual forces to determine, we do it by data. So if data says, no, it's not right to pump in money, that's another, you don't do that, okay? And as a data analyst, if the management, no, we are going ahead, no problem, all right? By the time they begin to remember that our data, all right, actually told us. So you must be able to present your findings, get an entry-level data analyst job, all right? Like I told you, you know, you're firing in Nigeria, and then if you travel, you can't be, it's not a five, you get as much as $5,000. That makes a lot. Guess what? You can even get two jobs, okay? You can get one job on site, all right? And you can get one that is remote. So you are doing two jobs at the same time. Imagine that they pay you 5K, 5K. I mean, you're living a big boy life. Just what it is, okay? Get certifications and all of that, and you can then, move on. It's a career that you can build. So data analysts will translate organizational needs and requirements to technical specifications. They will work on data analysis tasks. They will use their business intelligence tools. They create models to collect, store, and uh, model data, identify, analyze, interpret trends. Like I told you the other time, you can look at trends. Okay, looks like when we recruit people, after 2 years, they just disappear. So why is it happening like that? After every 2 years, no worker has spent beyond 2 years. That's a trend. Oh, this pregnant woman, they die at this particular time, maybe 6 months into their pregnancy and all of that. Okay. Why? These are trends, and then you'll be able to decipher what is happening there. All right. So you also be able to query data using SQL and all of that. You create reports, dashboard, visualization, beautiful stuff. You create a report that even your management will be happy. All right. Like I mentioned to you, you can't be telling them about, you can't present the long line of Excel to them. That won't be good at all. You present report and dashboard charts to them. Okay. You can locate and define new process improvement for businesses. So if that you're working, they may have a particular system that's not giving them so much productivity. It's your job as a data analyst to get data and tell them, oh, going by data, this process this process of recruitment is not effective. Let's try another. Okay, maybe you run program hats. Oh, it looks more uh, weekends. So let's put up a new process system whereby during weekend, that's smart. Okay, you're trying to improve the system as a data analyst, going by data that you have analyzed. All right, these are some of your job description. So as a data analyst, you must have good knowledge of data requirement gathering, data creation, data collection, strong analytical skills, analyze data, okay? You should be able to work with Microsoft Excel, Microsoft SQL, Power BI, Tableau, Google Data Studio, etc. Of course, ability to work with CRM, customer relationship management softwares, where you can extract data, all right? For example, Webinar Jam, you can know the people that attended your webinar. You can, in fact, you can know the people that stayed, okay, for 20 minutes, for 30 minutes. You know, some people will just come into webinar, 10 minutes and disappear. You will know, okay, through Webinar Jam, all right? So these things are possible. In fact, you can, for those that do email marketing, you can know the people that receive the email, people that receive but did not open the email, people that received and opened the email. So sometimes when you look at your software, it looks like the 2,000, 20,000 emails we sent, these people did not, okay, 100. So what do? We need to change this. All right. That's why banks, they know that you will see it. A lot of people don't open their emails. All right. So data can show you better ways of doing things. All right. By the time you collect data, you should be able to work with database management system as a data analyst, collect, organize, analyze, create analytical report. You have strong attention to details and accuracy. Please, this one is so important. You must pay attention. So you could have somebody entering data and put O. You must pay attention. All right. If that O will mean, can affect your analysis. All right. So you must pay attention. Where you have zero, there shouldn't be O there. As little as that. Okay. Pay attention to digits and accuracy. Excellent report writing and presenting findings. You must also be able to do that. Good understanding of privacy and data protection. You have access to database, data set of a company does not mean who sell that data. Oh, probably you're working in the bank. For example, maybe UBL. And you of customers, their email, and somebody who is selling a product, some guys like that say, hey, we want to sell something. Please give it to us. No, there are data protection laws, privacy. Okay, if you data, you can't go to jail for that. I mean, they sued for data related. So if you have my data, it's your job as a data to those data does not mean whether you sell it for money, or you don't sell it for money, it doesn't even matter. You cannot pass on somebody's data to another third party just like that. All right. So what is the benefit of data analysis to business owners? They will make improved decisions. Oh, yes. Based on data, they will know whether they are to increase their budget, whether they are to recruit more sales reps, whether they are to close down, or maybe, take some people there who know sales and marketing more, They'll make better decisions based on data. Like I told you, the era of making decision by intuition is no longer a beautiful thing. Okay, as a data analyst, you make decision by data. You can even use data analysis in your family. So you look at your income, you look at what you are spending money on. You'll be able to make better decisions. Okay, by analyzing data. More effective marketing. Yeah, by data, you know, okay, you know what? It looks like the people in Maryland interacted with our. Okay, so let's concentrate our marketing on people in Maryland. All right. It looks like our Maryland. You do that. Okay, it helps you. Data will show you. Okay, it looks like but people are not. Let's switch to SMS, WhatsApp. Okay, data will show you that. Better customer service by the customer survey form that you throw out, and you will know whether your customer service officer need. You can imagine they don't know how to talk. You understand? Data, you need to then put them through training, or bring up some disciplinary measures that you because you must be able to meet customer needs. You must have relations with customers. Okay, you must be able to understand the preferences of some people will prefer WhatsApp. Some people, you can to your customer. What kind of platform do you? Oh, I prefer calls. I prefer text messages. I prefer. All right, and you can then approach them based on what they want. What about efficiency in terms of operation? Some people are having great, humongous data can show you that. All right, your business growth can show you that. Then your business growth. You can, by data, you can say, okay, let's concentrate on continent A, B, C, because they are really, really giving and D and E. It helps you so that you can maximize operations. All right. So let me quickly tell you about the types of data analysis that you can do. Number one, descriptive. So you want to describe it. So what is happening? You are more like a doctor analyst. All right. What is the situation? You are describing it. We have 50 million young employed. That you are describing the situation based on our every year 5 million women die as a result of pregnancy related issues. You are describing there are 12,000 uncompleted government projects across the country. You are describing that situation, all right? Okay. So, the decisions are bad. Will also be good. Oh, 90% of people who did JAMB to get into university passed. You are describing a situation. Okay, that's good, isn't it? It could be, oh, this year we made at our annual general meeting, the company declared 400 billion in profit after tax. So every shareholder will take home 5 naira per share. That's a lot. You are describing what has happened. So how about diagnostic data analysis? There, you want to diagnose, you want to know why. Okay, so we made this year, and our shareholders per share. What cost it? How did we get that kind of result? Oh, did we or marketing outlets, or if it's negative, 50 million unemployed youth. Okay, how come? How come? Oh, we are not teaching them this. We are just teaching them theory. They are looking for white collar job. You dig down. That's diagnostic. Okay, you dig down. So if you are employed as a data analyst, your business, the company that has employed you, wants you to come and think for them. So you can do diagnostic data analysis. What's happening? Why the problem? What is the root cause and all of that? Then you have the predictive. All right. So going by what is happening, will be in trouble here because a lot of people sign up for terrorism, a lot of crimes and criminal. People begin to hold guns, snatch phones from people. You are predicting. Oh, going on trained service officers that we have in this company, if you are not careful, we are going to have customers run away from us. You are predicting. That's predictive data analysis. All right. You want to use historical patterns to predict what will happen in the future. Lack of welfare package that we don't give our staff. Well, a lot of them are leaving, and we can be so sure that if we don't do anything in the next 5 years, it will be hard for us to have, people who want to work for us or work with us. Okay, so you would be able to predict. So, madam, this cancer is growing already. If you don't take care of it, you're going to die in the next 5 years. Okay, that's what a doctor would do. This thing is happening to our business. If you don't do something about it, this can happen. That's predictive. What about prescriptive? You have described the problem, you have been able to diagnose, you are predicting something, whether positive or negative. All right. And I mean, for the company that made 400 billion, oh, you can predict even 600 billion. Yeah. Going by what we just did now, and we're able to do 400 billion, you know, I can see that in fact next year we'll do 600 billion because of this, that, because of these business strategies. Okay. So prescriptive for us to continue to increase in sales from 400 billion to 600 billion. These has to be done. Recommended actions and strategies. That's what you do as a data analyst, as a business intelligence analyst. That's what you do. All right. So all of the techniques, and then, all right, madam, this cancer is growing. If you don't do anything about it, death is coming. All right. Do you want to do something about it? Yes, something about it. Come for chemotherapy. That's my recommendation. Oh, we want to make these are my recommendations as a data analyst, as a business intelligence specialist. Okay, you make recommendations to your organization. You can begin to imagine that you're in a very good position as a data analyst. You're advising your company. That's beautiful, and that's why data analysts are paid well. All right, because we determine what will happen. So you can have statistical analysis. Okay, you remember your mean, mode, and median that you normally do those days. Okay, statistical analysis and all of that. You work around KPIs, inferential analysis. If this is this, then I can infer that this. Okay, you can do all of that. Diagnostic analysis, I've explained that already. Predictive, prescriptive. All right. So what are the tools that you need? You need Microsoft Excel. You need SQL. SQL, is done by many companies. You have Microsoft Excel, SQL. You have MySQL. You have Oracle, and all of that. Different companies. Python, R, and then business intelligence tools. So let's take them one after the other. So for Excel, you need it for data entry, data management, accounting, data graphs, and then programming. Okay, you need Excel for all of that. Okay, and I'll take you through that in the practical class. Okay, you need Python. These are programming languages. R programming languages. All right. Then you need SQL. It's called a structured query language. All right. So imagine that you have a big data, like population of a country like Nigeria, more than 100 million, and you want to take out the data for females alone. SQL, you just query, you write your query to select data for females alone. All right. That, the SQL would do that for you, using simple queries to initiate an action in database. All right. So you have different types. Okay. Microsoft SQL, MySQL, Oracle database, PostgreSQL, etc. All right. So business intelligence tools, you have your Power BI, Tableau. This will give you very uh, beautiful reports, that even your, wow, this is beautiful. You're presenting your data, okay, in a very concise, insightful way. All right. You use your intelligence tools to do that. All right. It's very, very important, create reports, create interactive dashboards. Very, very important. So the data analysis framework, very quickly, um, you know, it involves data requirement gathering, data collection, data organization and cleaning, data analysis, data interpretation, and data visualization. So you take them one after the other. You don't jump, all right? You don't jump at all. So imagine something like this now. So you start with data requirement gathering. So what do I need for this data analysis project? What are the goals? What are the KPIs? All right. So why exactly do I want data? So all of that is set under data gathering. Do I need tabs? Okay, for example, the sensor that was supposed to be done last year, I wanted to use some, okay, you want to use technology. So instead of writing those numbers on a sheet of paper, you just key it okay, into their tablet, and then the information stored immediately. All right. So let's look at this format now. So information gathering. Okay. So what are the goals? Okay, for the project, the KPIs. Do we want to know the level of unemployment? Do we want to know the level of sales? What exactly? Okay. How about data source? Where are we going to get our data? So data collection. How do you do that? You can get your data from forums, from blogs, from websites, from surveys. You send customer survey form to your customers. They'll fill it and they'll give you data. Existing data, you can analyze existing data. Okay. And they can analyze their existing data aside, the data, the fresh voter registration data they want to get. Okay. So how about data cleaning? You extract data that you don't need, duplicate data and all of that. Filter and clean it. Okay. Then you analyze it, data processing, data storage. Then you interpret it. Okay. Then you turn it into report and dashboard. That's the framework for you as a data analyst. Okay. So imagine that you have better data now, all right, on the website. So you want to know information gathering now. Okay. Who are the people that signed up? Okay. And then who are the people that registered for course to study one course or the other? So what's the goal? Determine the number of students who register for available courses on monthly basis. All right. The data source, the MySQL server. All right. I mean, Microsoft SQL Server, that's what the database is. That's where the database will be extracted, the data set will be extracted from. The KPI determines the total number of students who register for courses every month, average number of students who register for courses on a monthly basis. So you collect the data, you extract it, okay, from the identified data source, you clean it, remove duplicates and all of that. You analyze it, okay, using your sum, average, percentage, you interpret your data, and then you turn it into charts and all of that. Okay. So data collection methodology, you can throw out forms. People who sign up on the website, they put in their name and their email address. You can download it from your website. Okay. Your sales record. I mean, you can get those are data. Okay, you writing it and say, okay, somebody bought so for so price. That's data already. Employee details. Oh, this person was employed so year. This is the name of the employee. This is the salary. All those are data that you can work with, and with that you can say, hey, the person that spent most the most time here here in this organization is just 3 years. How come nobody has spent 5 years? So you run through the data and you'll be able to create that, you'll be able to decipher that, all right? Imagine that you have an e-commerce business, okay? People who come to the website will sign up. And now look at it. You have to have about 3 databases. Database for people who signed up, database for people who purchased, database for people who paid for shipping, because somebody who signed up may not necessarily buy. Somebody who bought may not be shipping. So you have different databases for these people. Now, for sign up, they'll put their email address and their password. So as a data analyst, you're in a critical position. So imagine you can download the password of people and their email addresses, but please don't tamper with it. Don't act funny. All right? Don't act funny. And you should be able to be a person of honor. All right. So for the sign up page, you have first name, last name, blah, 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 and all of that. So database for sales, you have the order number, order date, quantity, blah, blah, blah. These are the information you store in that database. All right. And for shipping, of course, only people who paid for shipping. So you have your data table where you store information. So basically, we'll be using Excel. So look at this now. You have the employee ID, manager ID, title, birth date, marital status of your employee, gender, hire date. So this is in rows and columns. So look at these are the rows, okay? Left to right, rows, then top to bottom. Those are the columns. And then you have the header. The topmost thing here is the header. All of that, don't worry, we'll do some practicals, in the evening. So your file sources could be, your data sources be from Excel, Excel format, CSV format, PDF format. Your database, you could have it from SQL, MySQL, and all of that, Oracle, Azure, online platforms, from your website, from your social media pages. Your LinkedIn, you can actually download data from it. I hope you know, okay? Software, CRM software, website, and all of that. So what is the value of data? Data is so valuable. It's so valuable. Data will help you in your business growth, okay? Data is so important. Imagine you spending $1,000 on ads, and you don't know the people that saw the ad. You don't know the people that reacted to the ad. You just gave just like that. No. Data can help you understand whether the $1,000 you're even spending is rubbish. Okay, maybe you don't even need to do it at all, or maybe you need to do more. All right. So as we use the internet more, you are collecting data. There is data for everyone that will log into the internet today. Oh yeah. Data is so important now that it can help the efficiency of businesses, of government, of organizations. All right. So you must not play with data at all. In this age, we have vast amount of data. So your business, collect data as much as possible, because when you analyze it, you can then draw insight and be able to make informed decisions. All right, questions, 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 questions. Next. This is just a walkthrough so that you understand what data analysis is all about before we do the practicals in the evening. So questions, questions. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just about 3 minutes to go.
Okay, good morning, boss.
Good morning. Please
hello,
go
good
ahead.
Morning.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Musa, go ahead. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much for this training. I will pray God Almighty bless you and continue to grant you wisdom. I really appreciate the lecture. And I want to ask, suppose we are using existing data, maybe we get it from all those sources you have mentioned rightly, are we to create questions or the story we want to tell about the reports or the data we get by
Exactly.
ourselves?
Yeah, exactly. So, that's part of your job. Okay. Well, if your organization wants to help you, they may just give you an hint. Okay. But as a data analyst, you should even think ahead. All right. So you want to tell a story, actually. So there's what we call storytelling, especially when you are presenting your findings to management, to your CEO. Very, very important. Okay, you want to tell them the story of how sales went up and then went down. The story of how a positive thing has happened or how a negative thing has happened. You must do it step by step. You create your KPIs, create your the things that you really want to find out, okay, as you move along. And that will now guide you to do what you need to do. Don't forget, one of the processes data requirement gathering. So at that level, you must be able to document everything you really want to do or what you want to achieve in that data analysis project. Is that fine?
Thank you so much, sir. I'm okay with it.
All right. So I think somebody has a question. Yeah. Okay. All right. So KPI, key performance indicators, please. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So there's a question here. Yeah, Olawa, thank you. So there's a question here. What if you're using secondary data and after being used, then a copyright law was initiated? How can we deal with that situation? So if you need to ask for permission, ask for permission. If you need to acknowledge, in case this session, ends, okay, because of the limit, please let's jump in, okay, after this so that we can answer as many questions as possible. All right. So if you need to ask for permission, please do from the owner of the whatever. If there's need to write them, please write them. Okay. So